Hello students, hi. So welcome to our maths class. So dear 8th class students, now I am starting the first lesson in mathematics, that is rational numbers. So this is the first lesson, and of course even in lower classes also the starting lesson was about the number system only. Since lower classes, so we start our mathematics, all the topics starting from number system. So in this 8th class also, first chapter is number system. Now I am going to rational numbers. Now I am going to explain about the rational numbers. So before we go directly to the to define the rational numbers, first let us recollect all the various types of number systems, set of numbers which you studied in the lower classes. So let me remind you. So all the types of numbers. First we started with the counting numbers. So we start counting from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. So counting start from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the counting numbers. So these counting numbers which start from 1 are called natural numbers. Natural numbers means start from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. There is no end. 99, after 99 we will get 100. After 999 we will get 1000. So like that, after 9999 we will get 10,000. So like that, 99,999 we will get 1 lakh. Like that it will continue. So there is no end. It is up to infinity. So natural numbers start from 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to infinity. So these are called natural numbers. You studied about the natural numbers. Natural numbers are represented by n. So natural numbers start from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on up to infinity. These are the natural numbers. Now, so after that, 0 is also included. 0 is also included, but in counting we don't start from 0. We start from 1 only. So these are the natural numbers. After that, 0 is included. When 0 is included, the number starting from 0, that means the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on up to infinity, numbers, all the natural numbers and 0 is also included, they are called whole numbers. Whole numbers represented by W. Whole numbers. So what is the definition of whole numbers? Whole numbers, the numbers starting from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on are called whole numbers. After that, negative, the same natural numbers with negative sign are added. That means same natural numbers with negative sign. That means, see here. Like this, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, so on. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 6, minus 5, minus 6, on up to minus infinity. So if these negative, same natural numbers in the negative sign, with negative sign, if these numbers are added, this total set of all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So all these are called integers, represented by Z. Integers. Integers means first natural numbers. This is the set of natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are natural numbers. 0 is added, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they are called whole numbers. If same natural numbers with negative sign are added, the total set of numbers are called integers. So what is integer? That means all the negative numbers, 0, positive numbers, positive natural numbers, all this total set is called integers. Integer means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus infinity to plus infinity. Between this, these are the numbers. So this set is called integers. After this, fractions are added. You know fractions, numerator and denominator. So there will be a numerator and denominator. 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 5 by 6, minus 5 by 6, 2 by 3. Like that, fractions also added. So for this, fractions like 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, like this, if fractions also added, fractions means, you know, it will have numerator and denominator. It will have numerator and denominator, including minus also. So if it is having numerator and denominator, and where numerator and denominator both are integers, so that type of number is called fraction. So if the integers, fractions, the total set is called rational numbers. The total numbers, whatever we studied till now, this total set of numbers is called rational numbers. That means 1 is a rational number, 0 is a rational number, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus also rational number. Fractions also rational numbers. 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 3 by 4, all minus plus, all the numbers are called rational numbers. So in a fraction, suppose numerator and denominator, suppose 3 by 5, 3 by 4, this is a rational number. 1 by 2 is a rational number. 0 by 5, what is 0 by 5? 0. 0 by 5 is 0. 0 is a rational number. 0 by 5 is a rational number. But what is 5 by 0? 5 by 0. 5 by 0. Division with 0 is not defined. It is infinity. So this is not a rational number. If the denominator is 0, I said fraction also rational number, provided the condition is in the fraction numerator may be 0, no problem, but denominator should not be 0. So division with 0 is not defined. If the denominator is 0, it is not a rational number. So this is the set of rational numbers. I will explain the definition also, but once you see this table, so in this you clearly get the idea of what is the natural number set, what is the whole number, and what is the integer, and what is the rational number. Now I will define the rational number. The number in the form of P by Q. The number in the form of P by Q, where Q should not be 0. If denominator is 0, it is not a rational number. Denominator is 0. Division with 0 is not defined. If denominator is 0, the value is infinity, which is not a rational number. So Q not equal to 0, and P and Q both should be integers. What should be the numerator? Numerator, suppose if we take this, numerator is 1 and denominator is 2. 1 and 2 are taken from this integer set. So that means the number, rational number definition, the number in the form of P by Q, where Q not equal to 0, P and Q are integers, is called a rational number. Definition. The number in the form of P by Q, where Q not equal to 0 and P and Q belongs to integers, is called rational number. This is the rational number definition. Number in the form of P by Q, Q not equal to 0, P and Q, numerator and denominator should be integers. That means they should be taken from this. So integers is called a rational number. Look at this table. Now, so like natural number generally represented by n, whole number generally represented by w, integers generally represented by z, and this is the symbol for integers. So similarly, rational numbers have a symbol that is cube. They are also called quotient numbers, so that's why we use the symbol q. Rational numbers also called quotient numbers, but we always use this word only, rational numbers. But they are also called quotient numbers, and that's why the symbol of the rational number symbol is q. Q is the symbol for rational numbers. Now, over. But definition you remember. The number in the form of p by q where q not equal to 0, p and q belongs to integers is called rational number. Now, so now I am going to explain different properties of rational numbers, not only rational numbers, so any number system. We are going to discuss about the properties of numbers. Already we studied in the lower classes, so it is like a revision. Now I am starting with the first property, closure. Closure property. Closure property. What is meant by closure property? See here. Suppose if we take any set, say first I am taking the natural numbers. Natural numbers start from 1. See, these properties you have to do it for natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and also rational numbers. For all the 4 sets of numbers, you should know whether this property hold good or not. And again, the property will be tested for different operations. So what are the operations in mathematics? We have 4 fundamental operations in mathematics: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These are the 4 fundamental operations in mathematics. So now I am testing the closure property for the natural numbers under addition. 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 See, the closure property is like this. If we take any 2 numbers from this set, any 2 numbers, and apply this operation, the answer should also belong to the same set. Take any 2 numbers of this set, apply this operation, the answer should also belong to the same set, then that set is said to have closure property under addition. So suppose in this take any 2 numbers, say I am taking 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are taken from natural numbers, they are natural numbers. 3 and 4 I took 2 numbers, I am adding. What is the operation? Addition. 3 plus 4. What is 3 plus 4? 7. Is 7 also present in this? Yes, because natural numbers means 5, 6, 7 also will be present in this. So this 7 is also in the natural numbers. Therefore, natural numbers have closure property under addition. 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 How to test the closure property? The set will be given. We have to verify closure property for a particular set under particular operation. Set will be given, this operation will be given. So here suppose natural number set is given, operation is addition. So how to verify the closure property? Take any 2 numbers and apply this operation, that is addition. The answer should also present in this. If 7 is not in this set, then it is not having a closure property. But you know 7 will be in this natural number. 7 is nothing but a natural number. So therefore natural numbers have closure property under addition. Similarly, whole numbers will also have closure property under addition. Integers will also have, and even of course rational numbers also will have closure property under addition. You can verify. Now, same closure property for subtraction. Let us verify the closure property for the subtraction. So, take any two numbers and apply the operation subtraction. The answer should also present in this. If answer, the result also present in this, then it is having closure property. Otherwise, no. Now, but it should hold good for all the any two numbers. Suppose if you take only particular numbers and if it is satisfied, for another two numbers it is not satisfied, then you should say that it is not satisfied. Only for particular one example if it is satisfied, then we should not apply universally. So now I am verifying the subtraction closure property for the natural numbers under subtraction. Taking 3 and 4, 3, 4 I am taking from the natural number set. Now apply this operation. Subtraction. 3 minus 4. What is 3 minus 4? Minus 1. Does minus 1 is in this set? No, minus 1 is, see, take two numbers, apply this operation, we are getting the answer minus 1. Minus 1 is a natural number? No. Minus 1 is not a natural number. Minus 1 is not a natural number. So minus 1 is not a natural number, does not belongs to n. So therefore natural numbers are not satisfying closure property under subtraction. Natural numbers are not satisfying closure property under subtraction. What is a closure property? Take any two numbers from the given set, apply the given operation. The answer should also present in this. Minus 1 is not in this set. Minus 1 is not a natural number. So answer is not in this. Therefore, this is not satisfying the closure property. Natural numbers does not satisfy closure property under subtraction. Now whole numbers also does not satisfy. But if you take integers, suppose integers. What is the integer set? All negative, positive, all this total set is called integers. Now let us take same 3 and 4 I am taking. 3, 4 also will be there. I have not written all the numbers. 3, 4 also will be in Z. So I am taking 3 and 4 from the integer set. I will subtract. 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So does minus 1 belongs to the set? I took two numbers from this. I applied this operation. I got the answer minus 1. The answer should also be present in this set. If it is in the set, then we say that it is satisfying the closure property under subtraction. Otherwise, no. So now let us see. Minus 1. Does minus 1 is an integer? Yes, minus 1 is an integer. Integer means it will have negative numbers, positive numbers, 0. So minus 1 is an integer. So therefore, this integers Z is satisfying closure property under subtraction. Z is satisfying closure property under subtraction. Same way rational numbers. Rational numbers means you can take any number. Any number is a rational number. Whatever numbers we studied now, so all they are rational numbers. So except the denominator 0, something by 0 is not a rational number. And the other numbers which are not rational, we will study afterwards. So they are called irrational numbers which will have root 3 like that. So we will discuss them later. So all the numbers, take any two numbers from the rational number set and subtract them, definitely the result will be also belongs to the same set. So rational numbers also satisfy the closure property under subtraction. Only natural numbers does not satisfy. So this is the closure property for subtraction. Now for multiplication. Let us apply this closure property for multiplication. Any set you take, I am taking natural numbers, because if it is satisfied for the natural numbers, for all other numbers definitely it will satisfy, because other numbers are bigger than natural numbers. Natural numbers is a part of the other numbers. Therefore, if a property is satisfied for the natural numbers, it will be true for whole numbers and integers and also for the rational numbers. Multiplication. Take any two numbers from that. I am taking through 2 and 3 which are from the natural numbers. I took 2 and 3 from the natural numbers. Which operation I need to apply? Multiplication. 2 into 3. What is the answer? 6. Does 6 belongs to this? Yes, 6 will come in this. 6 is a natural number. 6 is a natural number. Hence, natural numbers satisfy closure property under multiplication. Natural numbers are closed, satisfying closure property. Instead of writing the total, simply we can write natural numbers are closed under multiplication. Natural numbers satisfy closure property under multiplication. Closure property definition. If we take any two numbers from the given set and apply the given operation, the answer should also belong to the same set. So if answer belongs to the same set, then we say that the set satisfies the closure property under that operation. Next, division. Now, see, till now we studied 4 number systems: natural number, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. Now let us see which number system satisfies the closure property for division. Now, see, natural numbers. Take any two numbers. 2 and 3 are the natural numbers. Which operation I need to apply? Division. I am dividing 2 by 3. Dividing. What is 2 by 3? 2 by 3 means 2 by 3 only. So this 2 by 3 is not a natural number. 2 by 3 is not a natural number. 2 by 3 is not in this set. See, I took two numbers from this. I applied the division, that given operation. So I got 2 by 3 answer, which is 2 by 3 only, which is not a natural number. So what is the conclusion? Natural numbers have no closure property. Natural numbers are not satisfying the closure property under division. So you can write not satisfying closure property under division. Next, take the whole numbers. Whole number set. Say I am taking 2 and 3 whole numbers. I am dividing. So I am getting 2 by 3. Does 2 by 3 is a whole number? No. So 2 by 3 is not a whole number. Therefore, whole numbers also not satisfying closure property under division. Not satisfying closure property under division. Next, integers. Take two numbers, 2 and 3. Divide 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is not an integer. Fractions are not present in integers. So 2 by 3 is not an integer. So therefore, integers are not satisfying closure property under division. Next, rational numbers. See here, take any two numbers from the rational numbers. All the numbers are rational numbers only. I took 2 and 3. 2 by 3 is a rational number. 2 by 3 is a rational number because fractions will come only in this. So 2 by 3 is a rational number. So that means the answer is present in rational numbers. But for one example it will fail. Say I will take this. 3 and 0 are the rational numbers. Because all the numbers are rational number. 3 is a rational number, 0 is a rational number. I will divide 3 by 0. What is 3 by 0? Something by 0 is not defined. This is not a rational number. So this is not a rational number. Therefore, rational numbers are not satisfying closure property under division. It will satisfy for all the numbers but except 0. If we take 0, it will fail. So generally giving a statement, general statement means it should be true for all the numbers. Everything, whatever you do, you take, it should be true. So for 0 it is failing. Therefore we can say that rational numbers are not satisfying closure property under division. It will fail for 0. Other than 0, it will satisfy for other numbers. So like this, we studied about the closure property. Closure property for all the 4 operations. Addition. For addition, natural numbers will be satisfying closure property. All 1, 2, 3 for all sets will satisfy closure property for addition. Subtraction, natural numbers will not satisfy closure property for subtraction because 3 and 4, what is 3 minus 4? Minus 1. Minus 1 is not there. So under subtraction, suppose if you write the table like this, addition, say addition. I will write symbol addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Let us see the closure property. Natural numbers will satisfy the closure property for addition. Natural numbers will satisfy. If you take the natural numbers, so for addition it will satisfy, subtraction it will not satisfy, multiplication it will satisfy, division it will not satisfy. For whole numbers also, addition it will satisfy, subtraction no, multiplication yes, and division no. For integers, so addition yes, subtraction also yes because negative numbers also there, and multiplication anyway it is yes, but division this is not there because fractions are not there. Even for rational numbers also, addition okay, subtraction also okay, multiplication also okay, but in division it is failing because something by 0 is not defined. So take any 2 numbers but 0, other than 0 it will be true, but for 0 it will fail. So therefore we can final conclusion is not satisfying. So you have to remember the closure property for all types of number system. Take any 2 numbers from the given set, apply the given operation, answer should also belongs to that set. If it is belonging to that set, closure property holds good, otherwise no. So this is about the closure property. Let us conclude here and write down the definitions from the textbooks. Rational number definition, closure property definition. And how to verify closure property, I gave many examples. So do the revision and go through all the examples. Thank you students. Have a nice day.